ear, asshole. Welcome to another episode of B&D Talking Sports Podcast with your boys Butch and Dominic. This is episode 30 of the podcast. We're kind of still getting it going. Like I said, we're 30 episodes in. We're still trying to build the brand. If you want, subscribe, comment, like, let us know how we're doing. So it just kind of helps us get through the algorithm and kind of promote the brand a little bit more. Also, you can follow us on TikTok, X, and Facebook, all at B&D Talking Sports Podcast. On this week's episode, we're going to talk about some of the news that's happened in the NFL over the past week. There's been some news happening, some things happening around college sports that we're going to talk about. I'm going to give out my top 5 running backs and linebackers in the 2026 draft. Then we'll also talk about some the national championship game, NBA, make our picks for the week, the rest of the season, kind of talk about the playoff scenarios right now, and I believe we have some WNBA talk that we're going to hit on today. But starting off first, just want to say congratulations to Caleb McGarry on, I ain't going to say it, for his career in the NFL. From being a first-round pick, he spent all 6-7 years of his career with the Atlanta Falcons. He missed the whole entire 2025 season with a significant knee injury, but he's decided to call it a career after that knee injury he had last year was a significant one. So he's calling it a career. Best wishes in whatever his endeavors. It kind of helps the Falcons out, freeing up a total of $28 million in cap space between this year and next year, an average of $14 million the next 2 seasons. But once that news broke, it wasn't very long before Ian Cunningham and the Falcons made a move at right tackle, signing former Chiefs starting right tackle Juwan Taylor. I had a brain fart for a second. I was like, hold on, is it Thomas or is it Taylor? Juwan Taylor, a solidified starter in the league. His biggest issue is penalties. In his past 45 games, he's had 49 penalties, most of them being false starts. A lot of times it's because he's lined up behind the center's pretty much belt line, ass, whatever you want to say it is. He's just lined up too far back, which is causing false start penalties for him. But it's a 1-year deal, $5 million, with the possible of going up to $6 million. Like I said, that's really the big news in breaking news wise. There hasn't been, it's kind of a quiet dead period between the start of free agency and the NFL draft here in a couple weeks. Kirk Cousins can't keep his mouth shut. He's pretty much, during an interview, his pretty much opening press conference interview for the signing to the Vegas Raiders is he pretty much came out and said that they're taking Fernando Mendoza number 1. He got the Falcons in trouble, pretty much saying that they were meeting with him before he signed with them for talking about medicals, which ended up Falcons got in trouble for it, for tampering. Probably would have never found out about it if Kirk Cousins wouldn't have said anything about it. And then also pretty much where he kind of threw the coaches under the bus, saying he told Raheem Morris and them that he was injured, and they said they didn't. It's just, I guess he's too, wholly to lie. He has to make sure he tells the truth, that he can't show any signs of lying or anything. I don't know. But that was really the only, I think, the big talking points of the draft, NFL world, really, I don't think there's really much more that's happened. Yeah, there is. Sexy Dexy. All right. Dexter Lawrence, he requested a trade from the Giants. They're projecting looking like a late first, early second round to get him. So there's probably a lot of teams calling about Dexter Lawrence trying to get him from the Giants. It could be just a tactic to try to get a new contract negotiated. He's probably one of the top 5 defensive tackles in the league, but he's 12th overall in salary. So he's just trying. I think he's just trying to use it as getting a bigger payday.
Yeah.
But will he be moved there by the draft? We'll see. He's only 28 years old. People's going to be willing to pay that type of compensation for him to get him. I mean, you can get someone that's 28 years old, still has 5-6 years, good years left in him, or you can get an unproven guy that comes out of the draft. So a team that's defensive tackle needy, I can see actually doing it. But other than that, I think that's about it for the breaking news for the NFL this past week. Going over, hold on. Before I do my top 5 running backs and linebackers, we're going to talk about this executive order that's been kind of put in place by federal legislation. The gist of it is they're trying to fix college sports a little bit, trying to save college sports, trying to eliminate some of the guys being 28 years old coming back playing college sports, or these guys that have been becoming career college football players, like the one from Utah. He was an 8-year senior. What was his name? He kept getting injured. That's why he kept getting all that years of eligibility. Cam Rising, I think it is. But they're trying to limit the amount of years you're able to play college football. With this new executive order that they're putting in place, it's 5 years total play. No redshirt years, no medical years. Like, the only way you can be eligible for additional years is if it's for women's sports, it's maternity status, like if you're on maternity leave. And then if for some odd reason something to do with military, or if you're doing a mission for your religion. So they're pretty much making it where you have, from the day you graduated, you have 5 years of college playing. You can, from pretty much 19 to 24 years old, once you turn 24, you got to move on. It's also saying that there's going to be it's pretty much going to be one free transfer during your first 4 years, and maybe a second for like your 5th year in college after you graduate from the first 4 years, without any penalties, without any trouble. You can transfer more than one time in those 4 years, but it's going to take a year of your eligibility away. So you have to set out a year, pretty much be redshirted for a year. And then there's going to be harder crackdowns on collective-driven pay-for-play. So pretty much instead of these fake contracts being drawn up to pay these players to play, it's going to eliminate some of that, limit some of that fake agreements. Here, let's see. Where is that one at? All right, so NIL pay for play. The order draws a line between legitimate NIL deals and what is called fraudulent NIL schemes. It says deals above fair market value tied to recruiting or participating can be treated as improper, especially when run through collective or similar entities. But it will still allow third-party NIL compensation for a real business purpose at market rates. So what they're trying to eliminate is these companies saying, hey, we'll pay you this amount of money to come play for this school, but you don't actually have to do for anything for that money. It's pretty much like, all right, we'll give you $10 million to come play quarterback at Michigan. All right. There's no show, like, I forget how to actually explain it. So like a lot of these fraudulent NIL schemes, they're saying it's pretty much a company's paying someone to go to this school, but they're not actually doing anything besides playing football. They're pretty much getting paid for no-show events where they're going to be said that they're going to be at this event when it's not even a real event or a real thing. Like, you don't actually have to do nothing for that company. They're just paying you that money flat out. So they're trying to crack down on that. It's kind of going into the revenue share too, which is looking like it would be about $20 million per school that they gotta share that revenue, where the school actually is able to play the players too. It's trying to cut back on some of that. Like, and I get with the transfer portal whole aspect of it. Like, if you want to transfer, there should be some type of penalty. Like, you transfer once, okay. But if you're sitting there transferring 4 or 5 times and then yet you're not getting happy, you're just trying to get a bigger payday from each school, I can see them trying to limit it. I mean, you look at Georgia Bulldogs starting 5 in college basketball, all 5 of them entered the transfer portal. So they pretty much have none of their starters coming back next year.
The women's Tennessee.
Yeah, women's Tennessee.
And nobody on the roster right now.
Yeah, because everybody that was on the women's Tennessee roster has entered the transfer portal. So like Tennessee's women's basketball has no players currently on roster. So it's trying to eliminate stuff like that. Yes, you can. I get sometimes you're promised something by the coach and you guys end up having to falling out. I can see, like, all right, I want to go somewhere else, but to do that every year, it's getting a little out of hand, and they're trying to make it where they can try to save college sports and try to keep, like, corral it a little bit. It's ultimately, like, the federal legislation with this executive order, like, they're putting it in place, but they're not going to be the ones regulating it. It's still going to come down to the NCAA to actually hold teams accountable and stuff like that. So it's just a start. It's not something that's going to fix college sports right away, but it's a start. It's kind of putting up guardrails, trying to eliminate some of these agents taking advantage of these college athletes too. Because these agents that's part of this executive order. Agents have to be certified through whatever board or the NCAA chooses, so they have to be legit agents. They can't just be someone's aunt, uncle, mom, dad, something like that. They gotta be legitimate agents, because these non-legitimate agents are taking advantage of these college kids. Like, some of them are actually getting like 10-15% commission on top of from what these players are making, and getting them in some shady deals that does not benefit the player. It only benefits the agent. Even like all your pro sports, I I think the max an agent can get is 5%. Which that's reasonable. But when they're sitting there having these kids sign contracts with the agent, where the agent's getting 15, 20, 25% of the revenue, it's just screwing these kids out of money and just screwing them over in the long run. But you got anything on it? You don't have an opinion on it? Do you think any of it's good for the sport? Does it?
I gotta make it like you won't have those super teams in college and stuff, because you won't be able to have the best quarterback, best receiver, all in the same, like transfer the same team together.
Yeah. So. Like they're going to be able, they'll still be able to kind of create them teams by recruiting them, which that's a whole different ball game.
Yeah.
But to sit here and say, oh hey, you come, I'll give you this amount of money to transfer to my school, and try to build a team that way, it will regulate that some too. So
I wonder how that's going to affect the NCAA games with the transfer portal in the off season, trying on dynasty.
Yeah.
We spend more time. I bet you more hours recruiting in high school than the transfer portal.
Yeah. So like I said, that's a video game. But
still.
I'm not saying that this is going to permanently fix college sports or it's even going to work out, but it's a step in the right direction to try to corral some of the stuff that's going on in college sports.
As long as I still get my NCAA basketball game, I'm fine.
Well, you're still going to be able to get your video games because like EA Sports actually pays
I'm
the player.
I'm saying, but I stop them from getting those.
No, as long as it's not eliminate NIL.
I know. I'm just saying.
We're having a conversation. All right. Let's see. But there's a lot going on in college basketball right now. A lot of the kids entering transfer portal. The transfer portal window opened up, I believe, yesterday, or it might have been Tuesday. But I did it with college football, where pretty much all the people were hitting the transfer portal and where they were committing to. I was trying to post them on TikTok and X. I'm going to try to do the same thing with basketball, but sometimes it's hard. Like with college football, there was over 4,000 guys that entered the transfer portal. It's way too hard to keep up with all that and keep posting it. The college basketball, it's not as many people because there's not as many players, athletes in the college basketball as there is college football. I mean, you go look at 15 players on the team compared to 100 and some players on the team. The transfer portal is going to be a little bit smaller, but so it might be a little bit easier. But follow along with TikTok, like I said, and I try to post it on there daily. And now that the transfer portal is going on, I'll try to keep that updated too with college basketball. But moving on to the next topic, it is my top 5 running backs and linebackers in the 2026 draft.
I want to see 4.
There's 5. Where the fuck the other one go?
Oh, yeah, I saw.
Oh, we're on that first page. For some odd reason, there's only 4. What the fuck? Alright, for some odd reason on this thing, it's cut off one of them. Alright, but starting off with the running backs, number 1 running back probably from everybody that even looks at college sports or anything like that, Jeremiah Love, running back out of Notre Dame.
What? I see that.
Probably, like I said, he's the number 1 running back in all college sports last year. Probably the best player coming out in the draft. He's probably number 1 on most people's top 50 board and stuff like that.
He's lucky Hardy wasn't in this draft.
Explosive 3-down running back. He's your traditional 3-down back. He can run, he can catch, he can block. He worked on his blocking a lot from his junior year to his senior year, where he became a better pass blocker. But he can help in the receiving game, help in the run game, help block, and like multiple factions of the team. If he wasn't a running back, he probably could possibly be the number 1 player in the draft, but it's always going to be a quarterback if there's one. If a quarterback needs that.
Well, I mean, the quarterback number 1 this year is the Heisman winner, so
yeah,
I can't.
Jeremiah Love was in the running for Heisman, but
I would still say Mendoza over Love, but
no, I'm just saying like a quarterback, like how you say it?
You said he wasn't a running back, he'd be the number 1, but I would still take Mendoza.
Yeah. So like Jeremiah Love is running backs is a premium position in the NFL. So teams don't value running backs, linebackers, safety, like some of your non-premium positions. You look at their contracts in the NFL; they're always a little bit lower than your premiums, which is your quarterback, edge rushers, tackles, wide receivers, corners. So he's probably going to fall down a little bit in the draft. If running back was valued more, he'd probably be definitely top 5, which he could still go top 5, but he probably won't fall out top 10. Then number 2 on the list is Jordan Price. Jeremiah Love's running tag team partner right there at Notre Dame. He's the number 2 running back.
Damn. Oh, they even got top 2?
Yeah. So pretty much it's just saying if Jeremiah Love wasn't in this draft, Price would probably be your number 1 running back, but he's more solidified as a day 2 pick.
I'm just trying to figure out what that logo is on the 5th one.
Washington.
Oh.
It's old school logo. Oh, my bad.
Spoiler along who the 5th one is.
Yeah. Price's NFL comp is Kyron Williams for the running back for the Rams. He's kind of your versatile running back. He ain't as good of a pass blocker as Jeremiah Love, but he can still do all the similar traits. He can handle the load as a running back, catch out of the backfield. Jeremiah Love's a little bit better receiver than Price, but it just goes to show you how good of the running back situation Notre Dame had last year.
Yeah.
When they're both their running backs coming out in the draft are top 2. Number 3 is Emmett Johnson from Nebraska. He's a balanced all-around back, reliable feet, receiving value, and has a high floor. He's projected end of 2nd, early 3rd round. His comp is Ray Davis and Devin Singletary. So, kind of not your surefire number 1 running back. He's not going to be one of your 3 down backs. He can come in a situation, help out. But he's most definitely, he can have a solid career in the NFL. He's just not going to be your main workhorse in the backfield.
Yeah.
Then coming in at number 4, running back out of Arkansas, it's Mike Washington Jr. He's a big running back. I think he's like 6'2", 230 pounds. So he's a bigger running back. He has a fumbling problem. I think he fumbled 7 times last season. Only lost 2 of them. But he has to clean up that ball handling skills a little bit. Can catch out of the backfield. He has the breakaway speed. His comp is Kenneth Walker, Super Bowl MVP with the Seahawks, signed with the Chiefs this past season. He's another one of them running backs. He was slated in initial draft boards. He was kind of like a 4th, 5th round pick, but after he had an amazing combine where he tested really well, he's now projected as a 2nd, 3rd rounder. And then number 5 is Jonah Coleman, Washington running back. Another guy that's kind of your third late day 2, early day 3 running back. Compact, powerful, useful in the pass game, and he's the number 5 running back. He's compared to Maurice Jones-Drew, kind of style, the short stockiness, can really help out in the pass game. Just kind of like a little bruiser, boulder rolling through the backfield.
When was that logo?
I don't know.
I'm sure it was back in your day.
Don't ask me. That is an old school logo though. Let's see what else. So that's the top 5 running backs. Now we're going to talk about the top 5 linebackers. Let's see. Number 1, as your pure off-ball linebacker, is Ohio State linebacker Sonny Styles. He's 6'5", 245 pounds, a really big linebacker. Initially played safety, so he's good at coverage. He played his first year at Ohio State. He played safety. Then they moved him down to middle linebacker. There could be a comparison on the top 2. Like you could alternate spots. Sonny Styles is probably one, because he's a linebacker, he's probably a top 5 player in the draft. Probably a prospect, but because he's a linebacker, the value of him is going to go down a little bit. He's probably going to be a top 10, top 15 pick. He's going to go to a team that's going to best fit him. Number 2 is Arvell Reese. He's a linebacker. He's a hybrid. He's a linebacker, off-ball linebacker, edge rusher. A little bit raw and and pass rushing skills, because for the most time he was an off-ball linebacker. Then this past season at Ohio State, they moved him down to more of an edge role. So he's still kind of learning that edge role, but he can also play linebacker and edge. So he's projected top 5 just because he is that edge linebacker role. His comp is Michael Parsons style role, because coming out of college, they viewed Michael Parsons as more of an off-ball linebacker, yet he a little bit raw as an edge. And then you saw what Michael Parsons did with his career so far. Then number 3, it's C.J. Allen, linebacker out of Georgia. He's a steady, modern off-ball linebacker with early starter reliability. He didn't have as good of a year this past year with Georgia. He was dealing with some injuries. He's projected as one of your late round 1, early round 2. His comp is Logan Wilson, kind of your standard middle linebacker. And then number 4 is Anthony Hill Jr. out of Texas. Fast trigger with blitz value, side-to-side line burst. So he's going to be able to cover. He's going to be able to rush the passer. He's going to be able to stop the run, help you out and run. He's another one of them late day 1, early day 2. Day 2 picks. I don't know who the comp they got is. J-O-K. Like I said, these comps are just body style characteristics, and where not actually how their career goes. Yeah, I'll figure it out here in a second.
You know where they're struggling?
Yeah. Let me see.
Damn, I don't.
Jeremiah Asawa. Yeah. That's probably why I didn't. They put J-O-K. But, and then the number 5 linebacker coming out of Texas Tech is Jacob Rodriguez. He's very instinctive. He's your quarterback of the. He was the quarterback of the defense for Texas Tech. He's very productive. Has pure the instincts of a linebacker that you can't teach. He's going to be there wherever the ball is. There was questions about his athletic skill, his athleticness coming into the combine, but the combine kind of just shut that down. I think he ran a 4.5 40-yard dash.
Isn't he the one with the mustache?
Yeah. His wife is a Black Hawk helicopter pilot.
Oh.
Yeah.
So third place.
Yeah, he's projected. He was originally projected like a 3rd, 4th round. He's kind of moved his way up to the 2nd round mark, possibly an early round 3 pick if he doesn't. He's going to be a late round 2, early round 3 pick. Very, very good linebacker, very instinctful. Like I said, a lot of these guys could have been higher up in the draft if it was if they were playing a premium position. Oh, excuse me.
Damn, you good?
Yeah, my throat's getting dry.
Oh.
But they're my top 5 running backs, top 5 linebackers. If you guys have a different opinion on what I gotta say, just comment it once the video is posted, and I have no problem taking feedback and let if you think I'm wrong.
Yeah, I got an opinion.
All right.
I still think Skylar Bell should be top 5.
That's why receivers.
I don't care. You asked for my opinion.
All right, yeah.
And I still say Skylar Bell should be top 5.
But
I'm still on that.
Notable, another good linebacker, if you want to take out the Arvell Reese one, since he's more of a hybrid, you got Jake Galladay out of Cincinnati. Another pure off-ball linebacker, good instincts, knows how to find the ball, make the tackle. He's going to be able to help with the pass rush. He's going to be able to help in coverage, and he's going to be able to help in the run game. So that was an honorable mention for linebackers. But other than that, you got anything you want to know? Besides Skylar Bell should be a top 5?
He should still be a top 5. Are you doing O-line, D-line next week?
Yeah.
You gonna have fun with that one?
Yeah. I can do O-line, D-line next week, and you definitely can give me your opinion on it.
Skylar Bell, top 5 receiver.
Probably do offensive tackles, and then like your defensive edge rushers.
When is the draft?
In
my.
23rd through 26th. So we're like 2 weeks away.
So you're just gonna do guards and centers and detach before the draft starts?
I might just do all of that.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I'll just do all D-line, which I can still have them in like your D-line, and then your edge, and then your interior offensive lineman, and then your tackles.
Yeah, what I'm saying,
because we're recording here on Thursday. In 2 weeks, we'll probably be recording again, and that'll be draft night. So
yeah.
So we'll see. We'll just do all defensive line and offensive line next week, but I'll break them down in their separate groups. All right. So that's all the football talk I got for right now.
And you have a slide on Skylar Bell being the top 5 receiver, right?
All right, go ahead and move on to the NBA. And
you just hate on my boy Skylar Bell, man. Gotta be a dog. But I'll start my top 10 WNBA draft prospects.
Alright.
I didn't do it by position because the draft's Monday, and I don't have time for all that. But, so, I made my PowerPoint a little fancy. Let's see if I can, hold on. Alright. So, my top 10 WNBA draft prospects. I'm saying like you guys can see my PowerPoint, but
You can't.
you really can't. I even made it all fancy and stuff that I remember. But number 1, I got Olivia Miles from TCU, averaging 19.9 points per game, 7.3 rebounds, 6.8 assists. And I did NBA comparisons because I'm not too familiar with WNBA
As of right now.
So her NBA comparison is Tyrese Halliburton with more rebounding. This is how the style of the play and stuff, not the way how the player's gonna throw it out. Like
Yeah.
I hopefully she doesn't tear her Achilles in a game 7 or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, going into the tournament, she was like third, and then
Her performance.
yeah, she got a triple double the first game, and pretty sure they took. I'm trying to know if they played. Yeah, they played South Carolina, which they were South Carolina. Just so yeah, that's why I'm not counting any international players because I didn't watch them. So all these people are projected first round. She's projected like second pick right now because of an international player going number 1.
Alright.
Number 2, I have the person who was number 1, and then she didn't play too good in the Final Four game. Izzy Fudd goes to UConn, averaged 21.7 points per game, 3.2 rebounds, 3.9 assists. Her NBA comparison was Desmond Bain with a clean old mid-range bag.
Alright.
So, yeah, like she was number 1 until
March Madness.
until a game with against South Carolina.
Yeah.
Which we're seeing a trend now about South Carolina.
But do you think one game should drop her down?
Well, I mean, like she was kind of on and off, getting on and off in these tournaments.
Yeah.
Like one game she's having like 35 points, and then the next she's only dropping 8 and stuff. So it's like
She's not consistent.
yeah.
No, I'm just asking because, like I said, I didn't pay as much attention to college, women's college basketball and stuff like that. So I'm just asking.
Number 3, our first UCLA player. Expect a lot of them on here. Lauren Betts. She averaged 22 points per game, 11.4 rebounds, 4 assists. Her NBA comparison is Avar Zubac with more rim protection. And a lead, and she was a key piece in that championship
run.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And because her defense, I know she's 6'7". I know. But she had the game-sealing block against Texas to help seal that game, and then they kind of like blew South Carolina out from the get-go, getting hold of the ball in the post. So Lauren Betts number 3 on the list. Number 4, I got another UCLA player, Kiki Rice, averaged 17.4 points per game, 6.9 rebounds, 5 assists. Her comparison is Drew Holiday Light as a big combo guard. That defensive player that can get you buckets.
Yeah.
And they like that apparently.
Yeah.
But I mean, it was so UCLA was at the getting honored at the Lakers Thunder game like the other night.
Yeah.
And it must have been cool for her to get honored in front of her boyfriend, Casey Wallace, who plays for the Thunder.
Yeah.
So that's like it's pretty cool. But going back to the tournament, she didn't like light up the scoring stats, but her defense and
it was a key part of it.
And she's a pretty good free throw shooter because anytime they were trying to foul, They would get the ball in her hands, and she would just make them. Number 5 on the list, I got Falah J. Johnson from LSU. Averaged 20.3 points per game, 6 rebounds, 3.6 assists. NBA players, Norman Powell, little playmaking flashes, which I'm familiar with Norman Powell, because that's my boy right now. But yeah, she was great on that LSU won tournament. They was the highest scoring women's basketball team all season. They lost because of a Duke buzzer beater.
Wasn't she part of the, 2 years ago when LSU won the championship?
I think so. It's all seniors.
Yeah.
Because in WNBA, you can't be drafted until after your senior year.
Yeah.
So, number 6, I got Tania Johnson. That South Carolina team who lost the championship game. Averaged 18.1 points per game, 3.7 rebounds, 4.6 assists. NBA player Tyrese Maxey's downhill burst and a small guard package. You're used to seeing
so quick shifty
guard, get to the rim. So, like I said, she was part of that South Carolina team who
pretty much dominated the tournament.
Yeah, dominated, dominated UConn.
Yeah.
Had us surprised because you had UConn winning it all.
Yeah.
And South Carolina said that ain't gonna work for me.
No.
Ended the 57
game winning streak.
Yep. Yeah, UConn. Then after the game, the UConn coach and South Carolina coach getting into it. So she was a big part of that. Number 7. I have another UCLA player, Gina Keepkins. Yeah, like I said, UCLA averaged 16.4 points per game, 4 rebounds a game, 3.7 assists. NBA players like Cam Johnson, Duncan Robinson type shooter gravity with more secondary scoring.
So the 3-point shooter.
The 3-point shooter. I think she was a 50, 40, 90. So I mean, she made 50% of her shots, 40% from 3, 9% from free throw. Basically, anytime you needed a 3, you would swing it the whole way. Number 8, I got Gabriela Jaquez, another UCLA player. 16 points per game, 6.5 rebounds, 2.4 assists. NBA comparison, Josh Hart energy of more wing skill.
Like her in the women's national championship, her defensive play really helped solidify that win.
I think she was the leading scorer, 21 points.
Yeah, she was scoring. She was playing defense. She was all over the place.
Looking like a brother out there.
Yeah,
I was familiar with that.
Jaime Jaquez of the Miami Heat.
That's my boy. But at number 9, I got Mata Okat, South Carolina. 19.8 points per game, 16.4 rebounds a game, 1.5 assists per game. NBA comparison, Clint Capella. And I saw the comparison, and I saw the stats, and I'm like, you know what? That makes sense about Clint Capella. Because Clint Capella is that rebounding.
Yeah. Like, they got so many. I think it was the UConn game. Like, they had so many offensive rebounds because of her.
Yeah.
Like, they had so many second chance points. Just a ball getter.
And then number 10, an Ole Miss player, Cody McMahon, averaged 23.4 points per game, 6.2 rebounds a game, 3.6 assists per game. NBA players Julius Randle type force in a wing forward. So, Ole Miss made it pretty fun tournament, didn't they?
I think they at least made the Sweet 16, maybe? Or was it 32?
Let's say I have it all written down right here, so I'm trying to find. They might have lost to. I think they might have lost to Vanderbilt. If I can even find it, Jesus. But if you got anything? I'm trying to. Oh, here it is. They lost to Minnesota, 65-63.
What round?
The round 32.
Round 32.
So, yeah, they got eliminated in the tournament earlier, but she was still having a great year.
Yeah.
Definitely top 10. So, like I said earlier, all these women are projected first round. There was like 2 international players I didn't count who were projected first rounders.
Yeah.
There's some other UCLA players who they had like 6 seniors all projected in the first 2 rounds.
Yeah.
So UCLA like had 100 I want to say like 87% of the points in the tournament came from those senior class.
Yeah.
So that's all I got. That's my last one. But this should be an interesting draft on Monday.
Yeah. You got the draft, and then they recently had the expansion draft.
Yeah.
Because they have the expansion teams coming out.
Yeah. So it's 45 picks in total, 15 for each round.
Yeah.
But it'll be interesting to see because the Dallas Wings have the number 1 pick, and the star player Paige has that connection with Izzy Fudd.
Yeah.
So you don't know if Izzy Fudd might go to Dallas because of that
Connection.
Yeah. So that's like my opinion. Any of the top 3, so Olivia Myers, Lauren Betts, and Izzy Fudd, and that one international player could go top. Can go
Be
number
the number
1.
one, yeah.
Could be number 1 pick.
That's really what the team needs.
Yeah, if I was a betting man, I would say between Izzy Fudd and the international player would be number 1. But I personally think Olivia Miles is a little better than Izzy Fudd. Is more consistent than So that's my top 10 picks. Did you like my transitions?
Yeah.
You probably haven't figured that out yet.
No, I haven't.
So, but so staying on March Madness, I do have I ranked the games. So for the men's Final Four, I had Michigan beating Arizona 91-73.
They dominated Arizona.
The score's closer than the game was.
Yeah.
But I had them at the second, the worst Final Four for the men's side. And then number 1 I got UConn beating Illinois 71-62. So that's for the men's side. And then for the women's side, I got South Carolina beating UConn 62-48.
That was another game where South Carolina just
the score didn't match
how the game turned out.
And then UCLA beating Texas 51-44. That one came down a while. Texas just didn't really make shots near the end of the game, so they had to play the foul game. But then we had the championship games. And for the women's side, UCLA beating South Carolina 79-57. But I had to itch my nose too. So, but that was a blowout from the beginning. Like South Carolina would make a little run, but then UCLA would kick the momentum back and make it a longer run. Have a longer run. Any else got that game? No. And then the men's Michigan beating UConn 69-63. The only game which Michigan did not score 90 or more points.
Well, in that game, neither team looked all that great. It was a defensive battle, but then it was just offensive struggles for both teams. And anytime you would think UConn would start to make that run back a little bit, Michigan would just pull away again.
Yeah.
But
in our picks, last week we made for the Final Four and the championship. We both chose Arizona against Michigan. That was wrong. We both chose UConn over Illinois. That was correct. We both chose UCLA over Texas. That was correct. And then we both chose UConn over South Carolina. That was incorrect. And then for the men's championship, you chose Arizona to win.
Yeah, I know.
And they didn't. And I chose UConn to win. They didn't. And then for the women's, you chose UConn to win. They didn't. And then I chose UCLA, and they did. The team I chose from the beginning to win it all. They asked, this is your second chance bracket. You want to change your pick? I said no.
I didn't change either pick of mine in the second chance
I
bracket.
believed in UCLA, and they did it. But, I felt a sneeze was coming, but I do have a record for the overall tournament, the 63 games. For the men's, you went 43-20. I went 37-26. I know, I didn't do too good. And then what doesn't help when Ohio State gets eliminated in the first round.
Oh, yeah.
Or Florida, the team I had winning the championship, gets eliminated in like the second round.
I thought they made Sweet 16.
It might have been Sweet 16, but still doesn't help. The fact that I had them. Did Florida make it to Sweet 16? Yeah, they lost in the second round to Iowa.
So they only made 32.
Yeah. So that doesn't help my record.
No.
But then for the women's, you went 43-20. I went 38-25. And once again, the thing is I didn't have my champions make it and win it this time.
I know. And the thing is, you watched more college basketball than I did, men and women's.
Well, it also didn't help that
I didn't watch any games until the tournament started.
It also didn't help that the team I originally had on the bracket to make it a little bit, didn't even make it out of the first 4 games. So then I had to change it the day of before the brackets locked and stuff. And we placed it with Georgia, and Georgia lost in the first round. So Virginia fucked up my first 4 team and the team I had replacing them. So I'm hating on Virginia right now. But that's all I got for March Madness. It was a great March Madness.
Oh, it was.
Yeah, some memorable moments.
Really good games. I know everybody's like complaining that there isn't those really a whole lot of upsets or the Cinderella teams, but like for the most part, there was some really good games.
Yeah.
There were some blowouts and dominations, but there was actually, especially like that first round, a lot of close games. Second round's kind of similar. Then like once you kind of started getting to your Sweet 16, Elite 8, like the dominant team started to
talent level, really. And then you get the Duke and UConn game.
Yeah.
And it's fucking probably game of the tournament.
Buzzer beater.
Yeah, from like the logo. But that's all I got for March Madness. NBA talk.
Yep.
Because we're going to the last 3 games, the last 3 days so we got today's games. All 30 teams play tomorrow. All 30 teams play Sunday. Then we start the playing game next Tuesday, I think. Yes. So next Thursday, we'll give all playoff predictions. Nobody's going. But our record last week, you went 3-4. Man, we don't need to talk about.
And you went 2-5.
Yeah, that's we didn't have to mention that. But hey, it's crazy. Last week I said week before I went 3-4.
Yeah.
And I said, I can only go up from here.
No, you went down.
And I went down.
We both went down.
Well, you were 6-1.
I know. The week
Damn.
before.
Week before that I was 5-2. Shit. But yeah. So I got. So what I did was I just had one game from today, and I did my top 4 games for tomorrow, and then top 4 games from Sunday.
Alright.
And we're going, and I already did my picks. We'll get your picks in it too. But first off, for today's game, the 54-25 second seed Boston Celtics against the 51-28 3 seed New York Knicks. Tatum returns to the Garden, the same place where he tore his Achilles at last year. He hasn't been there since. I have New York winning this game.
Give me Celtics.
I would never choose Boston.
Yeah, I know.
And so these next 4 games ain't in order of how excited I am. I just put them down. So we got the 51-29 4 seed Cleveland Cavaliers against the 45-35 Atlanta Hawks. Which right now that would be the first round matchup.
Give me.
I have Cleveland.
Yeah, give me Cleveland.
Because Cleveland won last time.
Yeah. Well, Hawks are kind of they were on that run, but haven't they lost like 2-3 straight?
I'm not sure.
I know they lost 2 straight.
I know they lost literally yesterday to the Cavs.
Yeah.
So, but then second game, we got the 47-32 6 seed Minnesota Timberwolves versus the 50-29 5 seed Houston Rockets. I got Houston Rockets winning this game.
Yeah, give me the Rockets.
And the third game of tomorrow, 64-16 1 seed Thunder, 52-28 3 seed Denver Nuggets.
Give me Nuggets.
I got Nuggets winning that game too. And then the 44-36 7th seed Phoenix Suns against the 50-29 4 seed Lakers. It's going to be interesting because it might have been yesterday, but Lakers played the Thunder without Luka, Austin Reeves, or LeBron. And the first quarter, it was a good game because some dude named Drew Timmy was going off for some reason. But then I looked at it back later, and it was a blowout. It's Thunder winning. So I have Suns winning this game. I think it means more to them.
Yeah, give me the Suns. Too many injuries on Lakers this week.
I don't know if you know this, but the 1 seed Pistons are getting some help back. Cade Cunningham is coming back.
Yeah, I saw that.
I think tomorrow's game. Is it tomorrow's game or?
I mean, I wouldn't be I know he's cleared to come back. Is he still eligible for awards?
I would have to check, but I think he might be.
Yeah, I'm saying if he wasn't eligible for the awards,
yeah,
I wouldn't rush him back. But
yeah,
since you got playoffs coming up, and then you're already clinched.
Yeah, you clinched the 1 seed.
Yeah.
So then on Sunday, I got the 43-37 Charlotte Hornets, the 9th seed right now, against the 51-28 3rd seed Knicks. I got New York winning this game.
Yeah, give me Knicks.
Then the 52-28 3 seed Denver Nuggets against the 61-19 2nd seed Spurs.
Give me Nuggets.
I have Spurs winning this game. Then you got the 45-35 Atlanta Hawks, currently the 5 seed, against the 41-38 Miami Heat 10 seed. I got Miami winning this.
Give me Miami. I'll go with you on that one.
Believe it or not, I got Miami. I'm at that point where I want us to make it, but if we do make it, we gotta play the Pistons round 1. But if we don't make it, and we lose in the playing game, we have the 13th seed, or 11th seed, or 13th seed right now in the draft. So, I'm not complaining either way. But then, the final game, the 37-42 10th seed Golden State Warriors against the 41-39 8th seed Los Angeles Clippers.
Give me Warriors.
I also got Warriors winning the game. That game also could decide who's in the 7-8 game, who's in the 9-10 game. Now, you got anything else?
No, you go ahead and finish saying what you were saying.
I would say the Trailblazers are surprising this year. Because they have Lillard, they don't have Lillard. That makes sense. Because some of the I look at some of the matchups right now, and it could be an exciting playoffs.
So, is there any team that can come up into the play-in game, or all the playoff spot and play-in spots clinched?
No, not all the playoffs. Not all the playoff spots is clinched.
Okay.
The only teams that clinched right now. The West is clinched. The East only has 4 teams clinched. The Pistons, the Celtics, the Knicks, and the Cavs. The only team in the East that's in the play-in game that can't make a playoff spot is the Heat. The Hornets, the Magic, and the Sixers can still make the playoffs.
Alright.
The Raptors and the Hawks can still be in the play-in game. Which none of those teams, the Raptors and the Hawks can clinch a playoff spot today. Boston can clinch the division title for win. That's the only scenario. So, yeah, like I said, the West is filled. The West is set. It's just positioning.
Yeah.
The East side of the Heat all
kind of
gets to make playoffs.
Let's see. I got a question for you about NBA because you follow NBA a whole lot more. All right.
LeBron.
No. How do you feel about the 65 game rule for awards?
I'd be okay if they if they lowered it. I'm not saying get rid of the certain amount of games.
Yeah.
I'm saying maybe lower it to maybe 50 games played, because yes, injury. If somebody's having a great year or an injury ruins it, it might take them out of eligibility. But with them having this rule and stuff, it's more of your star players are playing.
Yeah.
Embiid's playing more.
Yeah, I'm just asking because it's just because you got so many players that would be eligible for awards, but because of that 65 game rule, some of them could possibly be limited. Wemby is pretty much solidified Defense Player of the Year as long as he gets that 65 game mark.
Which
he could only miss. I think he could only miss one of the last 4 games when he initially got injured in that 76ers Spurs game the other day.
Yeah, so I think
and then Luka Doncic, the year he's ineligible.
Well, so Luka just needs to play in 1 of the 3 games remaining. Jokic just needs to play in 1 of the 2. Wemby needs to play in both the last 2 games. Cade, unfortunately, is going to be 1 game short of making it. So, Kawhi surprisingly can make it, the 65 game rule. Anthony Edwards is ineligible. But, SGA is eligible. Cooper Flagg's eligible. Tyrese Maxey's eligible. Luka.
Yeah, I was just wondering because I knew there some of your the year Luka's having.
Yeah, the watch he had.
Yeah, he's kind of right there on the fringe. Same way with Wembanyama.
Yeah.
There's some of these guys that's just right there at that mark. I understand the whole 65 game rule because back a couple years ago they had that all that star players were doing the load management, missing half the games.
Embiid.
Yeah. And
your boy's the reason why I started.
I get that. But that's why I'm saying I understand that 65 rule thing, but then you got some of these guys that are having legitimate injuries that is kind of taking him out of the running. Like,
well,
and if you look at like Luka, he missed 2 games because he had a baby. His child was born. Like, if he wouldn't have missed that game, those games, he would already be eligible.
Like I said, I'm okay with them like lowering it, but if they get rid of it, there had to be a penalty. For them players who are just like, you know what, low management today.
Yeah.
I ain't playing.
I mean, the thing is, it's starting to creep into college sports too.
Yeah.
College basketball. It's just, they got to figure it out. Also, like, the whole tanking situation.
Yeah.
Like, when the Kings were winning the game the other night and they
intentionally found Curry.
Yeah, intentionally found Curry for him to shoot free throws and win the game. Like, that's...
Yeah, so it's, like... How was it? How would you feel if like the NFL did like a game eligibility thing for NBA, like NBA, in order to be recognized for awards?
I don't like, because they play a whole lot less games.
Yeah.
So it's like, I don't think you could have that type rule put in place for that.
Well, how do you feel about they're talking about the chance of being 40 teams in the NFL, 20 games played a year, regular season, no preseason?
How you say this?
I feel like preseason gives them like players who like undrafted better chances.
It gives more players opportunities to make a team and squad and stuff. But if you really look at it, there's times throughout the season where we don't even have 32 good quarterbacks.
Yeah.
Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, you got guys that are starting at quarterback for teams that probably should be a backup, a second string guy, or something like that, but yet they're starters because, in my opinion, there's not enough good quarterbacks to fill every spot on its NFL team. You get what I'm saying? So if you do an expansion, it would dilute the...
I feel like you're throwing shots at Justin Fields.
No. I wasn't even thinking about Justin Fields. I'm just...
But you're saying still, there is good backup quarterbacks
that don't get the opportunity.
Yes, and the expansion draft
could help it.
Yeah.
I don't know about going 40 teams though.
36.
Like, I don't think you would be able to go straight from 32 to 40. You would have to probably do...
Like, I saw one thing that was like, there was a Team Canada, there was like 4 international teams.
I wouldn't like
the international teams.
No.
Because for the international teams, they had travel like to the US and stuff, and they'll already be like a disadvantage.
Yeah. So like, you really look at it like how they do the international games now, like the travel part of it. Like, it's making it difficult on some of these teams already. Like, we're going to have a game in Australia this year coming up. That's depending where the team is, that could be anywhere between, it's almost a full day flight. Like, you're looking at a 16 to 18 hour flight for teams to go over there to Australia.
We got some breaking news.
Breaking news!
And you might not like it.
Alright.
76-star Joel Embiid has been diagnosed with an appendix. And will undergo surgery this afternoon in Houston.
Huh. Well, how do you say? It could be a blessing in disguise. Because that means we might get eliminated from the playoffs and be in the lottery. And this is what some people say could be possibly the best draft class coming in the NBA.
Yeah, so just got that reported. I was just talking about Embiid doing a little better, playing more games.
Yeah.
So damn.
It's alright, we still got Tyrese Maxey and Paul George.
Did you just say Paul George?
Yes, I did.
You just said Paul George. The same man that wanted him traded off the team.
Be honest with you, I still want him traded off the team, but right now we still got him, okay? So.
Man, you saw him drop 39 points that one game. You said, you know what? And
he still got it. I was starting to think he was getting a little long in the tooth.
Oh,
and couldn't.
You could just say washed.
Yeah, same thing. Long in the tooth, washed.
I think the fans are going to know more about being washed than long in the tooth.
No, there's going to be people that follow along that are a little bit closer to my age than your age, and has probably heard that saying.
I'm sure washed was back in your day too.
Yeah, I know, but shut the fuck up.
Oh
All right, but other than that, we're going to get out of here for this week. Before I smack the shit out of this boy. Other than that, just go ahead and follow us on TikTok, X, and Facebook, all at B&D Talking Sports. Like I said, like, comment, and follow us there on other social media platforms. Subscribe, like, comment here on YouTube.
We should have had him like this every Thursday, every we filmed. Just have him down if he's playing, if he's injured or not.
Yeah. As you see, he took my little Joel Embiid guy and since we just had that breaking news and decided, hey, I'm going to put him on the ground.
He's sleeping. He's injured.
But other than that, like I said, that's it for episode 30. We're going to get out of here. Like I said, if you can, follow us, like, comment. If you comment on any of the platforms that we have, I will reply to them. Let us know how we do. Let us know what you think of this week's episode. Other than that, we're going to get out here and we'll see you guys next week. Peace out.
Go Heat, go Red Sox.
Red Sox suck.